So I guess I should start by introducing myself. My name is Sadiya Marie, and I also have a channel here on YouTube. Fatima and I decided to work together today and share with you all some of the things that we felt were important when it came to self-care, especially the act of journaling. So I want to start by saying that I am a mother, and I didn't understand the importance of self-care until I took on this role in my life where 100% of my attention is on my son most of the time. So I have found it extremely important to pull back and give back to myself in as many ways as I can whenever I can. Journaling for me has been one of the easiest, most therapeutic ways to release frustration, express gratitude, as well as just calm my mind, get my thoughts out of my head and onto paper. It allows me to look directly at what is important to me, what's bothering me, the things that are holding me back and frustrating me, so on and so forth. Taking care of yourself first is extremely important, because without that, you will not be able to do for others at your full potential. I realize that I'm not fully taking care of myself when I feel run down, tired, angry, frustrated, or my anxiety starts to creep in. I know that balance has been thrown off and I need to get myself right back to it. The quickest, easiest way is journaling. So writing things down is extremely important because it gets you out of your head. It gets things on paper. Some of the things I've learned when it comes to journaling is that you may start to see patterns in the things that happen on a daily basis, and from that it's easier to eliminate situations that you don't necessarily need in your life. It's also easier to do more of the things that do make you happy and that do bring you joy. So one problem that I tend to have, and I know a lot of people probably do have, is just being consistent with it. The consistency is going to be what brings the greatest reward in the practice of journaling. And what I decided to do for myself was to always set a specific time of the day that I take out my journal and just write, even if it is for 2 minutes. Just get something on the paper. So for you, this can be early in the morning when you wake up or before you go to bed. I personally like to write out my thoughts at the end of the day so that I can go to sleep with a clear mind and just get everything on paper that had happened during that day. So one piece of advice that I would definitely give is to decide what time of day you feel would be the best for you to journal. When you have peace and quiet, there aren't a lot of distractions, and set the mood in whatever way helps you to journal the best. So another thing that can be really helpful when it comes to journaling is to use something that inspires you. So this can be a really cute notebook or a pen that you really like writing with. If you're a stationary person like I am, then you understand what I'm talking about. I have 3 journals, and there's 2 I have right in front of me that I'll show you. So this is the first one, and it's called the 5-minute journal. This one allows you to journal extremely quickly in the morning as well as the evening. I will leave a link to the journal below if it's something that you're interested in. In the morning, you write out things you're grateful for, what you hope for the day, and at night, you write the best thing that happened to you, things that made you happy, and something that you will improve for the next day. I really love this journal, and I like picking it up. And I'm not always super consistent with it, but when I am, it is extremely helpful. And then this is just a regular moleskin notebook. I like the fact that the lines are pretty thin and it's easy and comfortable to write on. So I can write on it for a longer period of time. So you can use whatever you have on hand, but if it's something that you're into like that, then go ahead and pick up a nice notebook to write in. So my favorite way to journal is at night before bed. I light a candle. I put on my Spotify radio and just find a station that plays the sound of rain or a thunderstorm, and I write. I release my feelings. Sometimes I cry, sometimes I laugh, sometimes I fall asleep at the desk. Sometimes I realize that I am putting pieces together of a bigger picture puzzle that I didn't realize until I was able to write it out and read it. It's kind of like when you ask someone for advice and you realize the answer that you need as you're asking the question. It's like that when you journal. Well, for me at least. So these are just some of the things that I do to keep my mind sane. It is very simple, and done consistently, I promise you will see a huge difference just in your overall mood from day to day, because you're not holding so much in. I think that is the one thing that can bring so much stress and anxiety, is just the holding on to things that maybe bother you, or that you may be nervous about or even excited about. Getting them out just makes it so much better. So go ahead and let Fatima and I know if you journal, how you journal, and some of the benefits you have seen through it over time. Don't forget to head over to my channel to watch Fatima's video on the same topic. And as I like to say over on my channel, live light, love heavy, and be well. Bye.